Okay. You know, I'm from Cameroon, from the English speaking part of Cameroon. Okay. Cameroon is made of 10 provinces, two English speaking provinces and eight French speaking provinces. So the Francophones are majority. Before that, Cameroon was a German colony after the Berlin Conference 1884. So Cameroon became a German colony. After the World War One, Cameroon, the German colonies were confiscated in Africa. So Cameroon was given to the British and French. Togo was given to the British and the French. Tanzania was given to the British. Namibia has always been fight under South Africa. So when it was handed, Cameroon was handed to the British and the French. Britain controlled 1/3. That includes some 3 states in Nigeria, where you have the Adamawa state, where you have Jos. Meduguri was part of British Northern Cameroon. Do you people know that? Hello, do you get me? Yes. So that English-speaking Cameroon has been split into two. 3 states in northeast of Nigeria was former British Cameroon. So there was a referendum, and according to the British, through fraud, those people voted to become part of Nigeria. While the current English-speaking Cameroon see today wanted to stay with Cameroon. I mean, the British just kept them with Cameroon. Not that there was not really, because at the time, the electorate didn't know what election was all about. But even that, this English-speaking part of Cameroon was governed from Enugu in Nigeria. They had a special parliament in the House of Parliament in Enugu, the English-speaking Cameroon. So there was a referendum 1957-58 for them to choose whether they want to be part of Nigeria or become part of Cameroon. The United Nations, under British influence, didn't give them the third option to become independent, because this current Cameroon and the 3 states that went to Nigeria could have formed one country that is bigger than Togo, Benin, Ghana. But because of the Europeans, Britain in particular, is the cause of all this problem. So let me dive into why this guy is in power. For almost 60 years, the former president was 25 years in power. Amadou Ahidjo was a Muslim. This one has been 43 years, close to 43 years in power, all Francophones. The English-speaking minority have been struggling to maintain a two-state federation that was done in the 1960 what we call the Fumban Conference. Fumban is a town in Cameroon. But in 1972, because the Francophone majority, they just decided to vote and to abolish the federal system. Before, there was that two-state federation where there was a government in English-speaking part of Cameroon with the prime minister, and there was a government in French-speaking part of Cameroon with the prime minister. But they had one central government in Yaoundé, the capital, the president. There was excess autonomy. But because of the natural resources, that about 60% of the economy that runs Cameroon is coming from the English-speaking minority province. All the petrol you have in Cameroon is from the English-speaking part. But they don't have one paved road. All the banana you eat in Cameroon come from the English-speaking part. All the palm oil, about 60-70% come. About 60 to 70% of cocoa production, coffee, is coming from the English-speaking part of Cameroon. And small industries that are English-speaking part of Cameroon pay their taxes in Douala, in the French-speaking part of Cameroon. So you can understand the marginalization. So there have been protests. There have people, the English-speaking minority have been writing to the central government to redress the problem, but they don't listen. They send the French-speaking police gendarme to oppress the English-speaking Cameroonian. In 2016, 17, 18, they had to pick up arms to fight the government of Central from the French Cameroon. So the army was sent. Most of you don't even make research. If you go, you see mass graves that have been there's genocide that has been going on in English-speaking Cameroon. With the help of Nigeria as well. Nigeria is helping the French-speaking Cameroon government. Buhari, Emmanuel Macron went to Nigeria, talked to Buhari to close the border. Not long ago, the leader of the English-speaking minority, who was based in Nigeria, was arrested illegally. I don't know you guys are aware of that. His name is Ayok Tabe. He's put in the prison in Yaoundé. Life imprisonment. He was once spearheading the fight. He was the leader. So you can imagine what's going on. Right now, there's a war. It's not yet over. There's a civil war going on, though it has gone down because the Western media, backed by European Union and France plus Nigeria, tried to keep it quiet. Have you ever heard somewhere they talk about Paul Biya stayed long in power? No, because he just sit there. EU, France, that benefit from whatever resources coming from there. That's the point. It's just I blame the black man for not understanding the game how these people in the West are doing. We are very good in oppressing one another, but blaming the white man from a distance that he is the one. Nigeria, who is a big power around that area, what does he do? Nigeria stay quiet. First of all, who are the people leading in Nigeria? They're all corrupt. All these people, Buhari or Tinubu, they are all corrupt individuals put by CIA there. So Africa has a big black man has a big problem in Africa. A big problem. If we don't look in ourselves and decide to change in some years to come, because their goal is to take us out. It's happening in Cameroon. Nigeria will sit, it's Cameroon, it's Cameroon, not Nigeria. It's the fire in your neighbor's house will come to your house one day. The earlier we redress the problem,
stop talking nonsense. You are really just talking nonsense.
Who
you
says
think we
nonsense?
don't know you? You are coming to hide here. You think we don't know you? You are not going to bring fire in Cameroon. You think we don't know you? You're coming to hide here, talking nonsense. Why this? Why not that? Nonsense.
Let me tell you, you woman, you say I'm talking nonsense. You don't even know what you're saying. I say, if Africans don't come together and redress the problem, sometimes you sit
Which
in the house. You don't even know what you're saying.
The real problem, wish Africa to come and do what? To come and kill us?
Oh,
nonsense.
Listen. You are not even understand what I'm saying.
Women like you make Africa to be like the way they are. Just quiet, let the men speak.
Oh, you think only Cameroon? Don't you don't see what's happening in the Congo? You think because the neighboring country they sit quiet?
I'm telling you,
listen to me.
Stop talking propaganda.
It's not propaganda. It's not propaganda. If you do understand what I'm saying, you know it's not propaganda. You're just being emotional.
I'm replying because it is propaganda, and you're talking about people's lives here. You're talking about people's lives.
I know a Cameroon man who fought and then end up in jail for 5 years.
Who ends up in jail?
This is a room on Cameroon, right? Can you just let him talk?
From Cameroon. And tell that guy that they are not going to, all those people they're paying to come and kill us and violate our privacy, they are not going to, because we Cameroon women are standing.
Yeah, she is from Cameroon. From which part of Cameroon? Tell me where you come from, Cameroon. She doesn't even know what she's saying. She knows what I'm saying is fact. She's just being dishonest.
No, you have been, you are done with Africans. You went to be asking for help. You went to West Africans to be asking for help. Now you are in Nigeria. You will find us on your way. We are waiting for you in Cameroon.
Listen to your own self. You're just speaking like a 12 years old who don't even understand what I'm saying. When there's a problem in Europe, one European country, the rest of Europe come together.
My life is in danger with people like you.
Listen.
Because my life is in danger with people like you. My life is in danger, and I will stand and fight you as well. Because if you are planning to come and invade me and to kill me, I will stand.
Hey, can
you fight on land? On social media, you fight. How can you
let him finish and then you can respond, Emily? We're trying
you these
to
primary school leavers. Stay quiet and listen.
We're just even know what you're saying. Wait, we're just trying to process. Let him finish and you can respond, Emily.
You just keep interjecting. Who are you to interject when I'm speaking? Listen to you. You fight. Which fight?
Edia, just go. Do not talk to her. We just trying to hear.
If you look at what is going on, there is a civil war between the English-speaking minority who put up arms in 2018. That's fighting the majority French-speaking government. Though you have some English-speaking people in the government who are supporting the French government, the French-speaking government, because there has never been an Anglophone in power since Cameroon became independent. Those are facts. Mother Aidjo was president for 25 years. Paul Biya became president in 1982. Counting, he's still there. Those are facts. And everyone knows that English-speaking minority are marginalized in Cameroon. No English-speaking minority has ever been Minister of Defense since Cameroon became independent. No English-speaking minority has became Minister of Finance. Those are facts. No English-speaking Cameroon become Minister of External Relations. It's just because of lack of education or what? No, it's about the marginalization process. There are parasitic company that there is no Anglophone who has become Director General in Sonel, who is the electricity company. Never. Those are facts. Sonara, that is the oil producing company that refine oil in English-speaking part of Cameroon, is 99.99% are Francophones working there. Those are facts. How can you say you want to come and fight? Buhari, president, was consulted by France to block the border, so that because they were claiming that the fighters were operating from Nigeria territory to attack Cameroon army. Those are facts. How come you come and say we are helping to kill what? I'm talking about Nigeria as a giant in that region was supposed to come in, called Biya to book. But so all these leaders, most are very corrupt. They look about that person. If you touch one European Union country here, you will see the whole of EU will come. As African Union talk about the African problem, the Cameroon problem, no, they stay quiet. How come you will say that I'm like want to defend Nigeria is part of the problem as well? Nigeria is part of the problem. You know, the leaders of the English-speaking fighters were all based in Nigeria. They were picked up. I don't know if you saw in the news. They were picked up illegally and sent to Nigeria. So maybe
it was in Sweden. It was picked up in Sweden.
No, not Ayabacho, not the one in Norway. That is completely different. We are talking about Ayo Tabe, and it's the Naira 4, the Naira 10. They were picked up in Nigeria. Look at it. Go to Google and look for it. They're in a prison in Yaoundé, called Kondenge prison. They're right there. Folana, is it Folana, one of the senior lawyer in Nigeria? It must be a Yoruba guy. He was there in Cameroon to fight for the case. So that's what I have to say. Who wants to speak now? I can carry on. I've said what I've just. Maybe you don't have to agree with what I'm saying. Fine. Okay.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much. I'm speaking from Yaoundé. Good morning, everyone.
Okay. That's why. Sorry.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for the time, and I would like to apologize for my emotional takeover, if I can call it so, earlier. It's not to disrespect you all. I appreciate the panel, and I'm hoping it's a good one to talk with you and exchange with you guys, because in today's date, which is the 14th of March, as a Cameroonian and African lady, I will talk to you all, you 31 people that are here, and tell you that if today, in today's date, you don't sit quietly in your peace of heart and look this Cameroonian issue within your heart, not the propaganda everywhere, just all I'm asking you for now. Because when you are talking like this, I understand that you are far away from the issue, and I'm talking because I am within the issue. I am in the issue, and I'm part of the issue of this thing. So the way we African, what is really special about us is like we have the tendency of forgetting what type of state we have. And I can understand, because in school we were not educated to understand that the state we have, especially in Cameroon, because I'm going to talk particularly about Cameroon, is that our parents, great-grandparents, parents, it's not long ago, it's in the 50s, they fought hard to chase the French away. They really did the best to chase the colonial power away. Nevertheless, when the colonial power left, of course that they did not leave totally. They always left with creating problem like now the French and the English. When before the colonial time, did we have Cameroonian speaking English? Do we have Cameroonian speaking French? No, but they create that knowing that every time they will come, they know where to press to create problem among us. Now the problem French English. Now that there was problems between so-called the English issue, where did those our brothers and sisters went? They went to the so-called Francophone side. I say it's so-called because we Cameroonian, we don't look ourselves as French, we don't look ourselves as English. So people that come on panels that can talk, oh, the English side, the French side, they are only repeating propaganda. Because Cameroonian, they have their own dialect, they have their own community. When we get married, we do, at least we still have that, we do our traditional wedding based on our community. That is the first problem. We are a multitude of community living in Cameroon bordered by European. That is one thing I want you all to first understand. Secondly, our parents did our best to fight so that we can be free. They did the best. We appreciate it. Now, when the colonial master left, you think he left like that? Of course not. He has got his own representatives in our country to whom they left the economy. And those are the ones representing the colonial power in our country. Now, we have the political part. The political part, of course, is held by a president. But for me as a Cameroonian who understand the struggle of my parents, my great-grandparents, do you think I will come and sit here and look at Paul Biya as the problem? Did Paul Biya did he told the English to come and invade us? He told the French to come and invade us? Huh? He did not tell those people to come and invade us. So he did not design the system that is oppressing us. He did not. So now coming here and limiting us Cameroonians to think that because he went to France, because he went to Switzerland, because he went there and went there, that he's using Cameroonian money to do that, that is peanut. Because maybe you don't know, and I will tell you today, Cameroonian, we don't have our own currency. Nigerians, you have your own currency. We in Cameroon, we do not. I will explain to you how we have the money, what they call the franc CFA. The franc CFA, for us to have the franc CFA, that colored paper toilet that is calling a currency, we Cameroonian have to cultivate cacao, a lot of what is that? Cacao. They take our natural resources and stuff like that. So they have a list of things we need to cultivate and give to sell into the international market so that they can give us colored paper called
Madam,
franc
how do
CFA.
you feel
Please
if I
let
start
me
shouting
finish.
on top of
Let
you
me
now?
finish, please.
How will you
Please.
feel if I start shouting on top of you?
Please let me
Because
finish.
we are here
I did
shouting on top of
apologize.
someone who is
I did
making
apologize,
points.
and you are a man. Please.
You haven't made
You
any
should not
point
be
since you
having. You should
started
not
this.
be having hormones as a woman. I did
Okay,
apologize to the people here.
okay, sorry.
So
So it's
thank
your
you.
hormones.
So now, when we sell to the international market, listen to me, my brothers. When we sell to the international market, let's say we sell 100 million euros in the international market. The French take 50% of our money. It remains in France. First of all, they take 100%. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. He did what? I did not hear the last part.